Brawl Stars has updated its ranked mode, which according to Supercell should become more competitive. The developers have finally removed modifiers, non-burning points, starting from Mythic, and added more rewards, including for free-to-play players. But if everything was so perfect, despite all the positive changes, the updated ranked mode has one major problem. Supercell stated that since they removed modifiers, they'll now be adding an experimental mode to ranked every month for variety. And the first such mode is air hockey. It's completely unsuitable for competitive play. The gameplay is essentially Brawl Ball, but played to 3 points, with a puck that zooms around the map at insane speed and never stops. Not only does this mode literally use Brawl Ball's targeting indicator, which makes it impossible to predict the puck's trajectory, but you can also score goals directly from your spawn point. You could be pinning opponents at their spawn, and then some random puck shot can completely turn the game against the dominant team. If your brawler isn't mobile enough, you won't even be able to intercept the puck before it flies into your goal. The puck physics around map edges also leaves much to be desired. There's zero competitive integrity in this mode, none whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, in regular play, this mode works fine for quick trophy farming. But for ranked play, it's too random and completely unsuitable for competitive matches. Frank was already asked on Twitter why air hockey was added to ranked. He responded, "The community itself voted hockey as the most competitive mode. However, this poll never clearly stated that the community's choice would determine what gets added to ranked. I'm absolutely certain most players didn't even read the selection criteria. People voted for hockey not because it's competitive, but because it seemed more interesting than other modes in the poll. Moreover, the poll didn't even include a none of the above option, which significantly affected results in the similar vote about modifiers last season. Okay, I can understand removing Heist. It's essentially a mode for just 3 brawlers. But what did Bounty do to deserve this? The most absurd part is that monthly finals still include both Bounty and Heist, but they're gone from ranked. When Supercell first announced the ranked rework, they said they'd add Basket Brawl instead of hockey in the first season. Hockey itself was questionable, and they wanted to rework it. But along the way, the developers decided to just throw hockey into ranked without any changes. The ideal solution would be to either reduce hockey's appearance rate or remove it entirely from high ranks, like they did with modifiers before. But Frank apparently hasn't realized this yet, saying they'll monitor the situation for the next few weeks while players suffer. Hopefully this won't drag on through the entire first ranked season. Besides hockey, the new ranked mode has a couple other issues. Take Diamond Draft, which wasn't mentioned in any posts. This draft format is somewhere between blind pick and best of 3. Unlike Gold Draft, you can ban brawlers here, but you still can't see opponents' picks before the match starts. You only need to win 1 round. Frank justifies this by saying the system was designed to ease the transition between blind pick and best of 3. For pros, this will just be a transitional rank, but for players stuck in Diamond, it's more of a disadvantage. After implementing new techniques, a bug appeared in Diamond Draft that allowed players to pick banned brawlers using presets, completely undermining the draft's purpose. Fortunately, this has now been fixed. Some players are also upset about requiring 3 maxed brawlers for ranked. On one hand, at lower ranks, randoms now rarely pick unleveled brawlers. On the other hand, they only ever pick these same 3 brawlers regardless of the map. There's another side effect. Previously, you needed at least 3 Power 9 brawlers to access ranked. Now that restriction is gone, so players who couldn't access ranked before due to progression limits can now play, but only with these 3 brawlers, since they haven't leveled others. Ranked unlocks at just 1,000 trophies. Good news. Players no longer get reset all the way to bronze after seasons, so for most active players this will only be a problem once. But this change introduced another bug. These 3 brawlers can't change loadouts, affecting even full accounts. I know my video seems more negative than positive. I love this game. Everything they're doing genuinely makes Brawl better than before. These ranked changes have far more positives than negatives, but those negatives are incredibly frustrating. Consider this video as feedback. Without player complaints, developers would never know what needs fixing. Let's return to the core message. And here we have plenty of positives. What's good about the update? Added a new rank, Pro League, harder to achieve than Masters, giving players more motivation. No more non-burning points after Mythic. Season resets now drop you just 2 ranks max instead of all the way to bronze, improving matchmaking balance. Starting at Mythic, players need at least 12 Power 11 brawlers, preventing randoms from ruining games with underleveled picks. Tighter rank disparity restrictions in teams. No more Master or Bronze matchups where you gain plus 15 but lose minus 200. The new Brawl Pass gives free-to-play players more rewards, especially noticeable at lower ranks. The new ranked mode has both pros and cons. The biggest con? Air hockey. Comment below what you like and dislike about the update.
My dear friends, thank you for watching. I really want to make the channel better, and I'm asking for your help. Obviously, I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and gave the video a like. I have one more request. If you enjoy videos in the How Not to Do It category, please subscribe to my Telegram channel. The link is in the description as well. Love you all. Kisses.